To connect Google Sheets to Airtable, start by opening Google Sheets in your browser. You can create a new blank spreadsheet or open an existing one from your recent files. Either works perfectly for this setup. Once your spreadsheet is fully loaded, save yourself a potential headache and consider making a quick backup copy before installing any third-party add-on, just in case. It's a simple precaution that protects your data, even though the installation process rarely modifies your existing information. Now, at the top of your spreadsheet, click on the Extensions menu, then hover over Add-ons and select Get Add-ons to open the Google Workspace Marketplace. This marketplace is where all the extra functionality for Sheets lives, and it's where you'll find the tool to bridge your data with Airtable. In the search bar at the top of the marketplace, type Airtable and press Enter. Take a moment to look through the results. You'll likely see a few different add-ons, each with its own set of features, ratings, and user reviews. Check the developer name, the number of users, and the last updated date to make sure you're picking a well-maintained option. If you're unsure, start with one that has a high rating and clear description of what it does. Click on the add-on that feels right for you to open its information page, where you can read the full overview and any limitations before committing. When you're ready, click the blue Install button, and Google will ask you to confirm which Google account you'd like to use. Choose the one that owns your spreadsheet. Then, you'll see a list of permissions the add-on is requesting. Read each one carefully. It typically needs to view and manage your spreadsheets, display a sidebar, and connect to your Airtable account. If you're comfortable with that, click Allow, and the installation will finish in just a few seconds. A confirmation message will appear, and you can close the Marketplace tab to return to your spreadsheet. Back in Google Sheets, look at the vertical toolbar on the right side of the window. You should now see an icon for your new Airtable add-on. It might look like the Airtable logo or a stylized letter A. If you have many add-ons installed, you may need to scroll or hover over the toolbar to find it. Click that icon to open the Airtable sidebar on the right side of your spreadsheet. Give it a moment to load. If the icon isn't there right away, wait a few seconds or try refreshing your spreadsheet. That usually solves it. Inside the sidebar, you'll see a button that says Sign In, Connect, or Authorize, depending on the specific add-on you chose. Click that button and a new browser window will open, taking you to Airtable's login page. If you're already signed in to Airtable in another tab, your account might appear automatically. Otherwise, enter your email address and password. Complete any two-factor authentication steps if you have them enabled, then click Sign In. Airtable will then ask you to authorize the add-on to access your account. Review the permissions again. They allow the add-on to read your bases and tables, so it can display them inside Google Sheets. That's perfectly normal and necessary for the connection to work. Click Allow or Authorize, and you'll be automatically redirected back to your spreadsheet. Once authorized, the add-on will retrieve your Airtable account details. Depending on how many workspaces you belong to, it may prompt you to select a workspace first, then a specific base, and sometimes even a table. Choose the correct options carefully. If you manage multiple teams or projects, picking the wrong workspace will show you data you didn't intend to work with. After you make your selections, the add-on will load the available information, which might take a few seconds if you have a lot of data. When it finishes, you should see your profile name, workspace, and a list of your bases and tables displayed in the sidebar. This is the confirmation that your connection is working. Browse through the options to verify that everything looks right. Try clicking on different bases or tables to see if your records appear. Most add-ons save your authorization automatically, so you can close the sidebar, click the Airtable icon again, and if it opens without asking you to sign in again, your setup is complete. Some versions may have a Finish Setup or Save Connection button. If you see one, go ahead and click it to finalize things. Before you move on, spend a few minutes testing the integration. Open different bases, preview records, and make sure the data you see matches what's in Airtable. This quick test helps you catch any misselection early, saving frustration later. As you continue using the add-on, you can always refresh your account, switch workspaces, or connect a different Airtable account from the sidebar settings. And if you ever decide you don't need the integration anymore, simply open the sidebar, look for a disconnect or sign out option, and click it to remove access. You can also revoke permissions through your Google account or Airtable account settings. This won't delete your spreadsheets or your Airtable data, it just severs the link. A couple of final tips. Always install the add-on while signed in with the same Google account that owns your spreadsheet to avoid permission headaches. And if the add-on asks you to sign in again after a few weeks, don't worry, that's a normal security feature. Just reauthorize and you're back in business. Now you're all set to work with your Airtable data directly inside Google Sheets. If this tutorial saved you time, consider saving the video so you can revisit these steps anytime. Thanks for watching.